I want to be able to put a smile on my face and my team's face to know that we gave you some type of skill set to go change people's lives. I'm here to change people's lives. She says, nobody's been trying to help us, and we feel like God has put an angel in front of us because now we're able to put this deal together and move to Texas and be with our other family. I personally have $100 million worth of SBA commercial real estate loans right now, and 90 million of them are from first-time residential realtors.
Make some noise, guys. Praise Oscar, everybody.
Yes. Oh, my Lord. Let me tell you, that song right there is very inspiring to me, because all my life, if you hear that again, everybody wants to doubt you. Everybody wants to question you, and the only one that's not gonna doubt you and question you is the person in the mirror. The person that you look at every morning, and the person that you have to roll out of bed with and face every single morning is only you. And what I've learned is this movement that we are a part of is a movement that it's going to take over the Central Valley. I've seen it take over communities throughout the United States. I've been a part of this movement now since May of 2022, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about it today. My team and I, we arrived last Thursday, and people were asking me why I got here, and I wanted to make mention because I could tell you until I'm blue in the face. I personally have $100 million worth of SBA commercial real estate loans right now, and 90 million of them are from first-time residential realtors. Residential realtors are stepping into the commercial space more than I've ever seen them do so in my 25 years of business. And why am I so excited about this in the Central Valley? I haven't, in a matter since Thursday till today, I've got $12 million worth of deals in the Central Valley right now. And I hate to put you on blast there, but I have a business owner that's here right now, because I could tell you till I'm blue in the face, but it's business owners like her who are represented by a residential realtor, a residential loan officer, who are making differences in this community on McKinley Avenue right here, who's someone who told her that a deal couldn't get done for the last 3 years, and we're gonna close your deal for multi-million dollars of owning commercial real estate at a whole nother level. Well, she's right there. She's right there. And here's the deal. She's an immigrant from Laos. Is that true? That immigrated to France, and then France, Canada, if I'm not mistaken. And she owns a nonprofit, very unique, and then also has opened up a for-profit also. And we are blessed to be a part of her lifetime's 1 million people, business owners like that each and every one of you talk to on a daily basis. Each and every one of you realtors are talking to on a daily basis. Why are you leaving money on the table? Why? Everyone that I talked to yesterday, they're ready for you. They're ready to allow you to somehow, some way step into the commercial space. How they do it, that will be up to them. But I believe that this is your opportunity now in the Central Valley. If you're a residential realtor right now, you have one commercial deal in your phone right now. You know a business owner? They are in position to buy one building with no money down through the SBA program. It's about educating yourself so that you can go out there and sprinkle the seeds in your community and make a difference. And that's why you're here. You're here to make a difference, each and every one of you. And I think that's what's important here. What I tell people is that I'm no better than you. I bleed the same blood as you. I don't live in a glass house. I make mistakes and I fall down every single day. But what I've realized is my purpose and my why in showing them the light, in showing them when we close that deal, they're able to put $60,000 in their pocket because they knew a business owner that all of a sudden they could represent them on buying a commercial building. That business owner that's been their client for 18 years, that they've sold their home, they've represented their mom's home, they've represented their cousin's home, and all they had to do was, I forgot you own a business. Did you know you could buy that building with 0 to 15% down? Let me ask somebody to help me. Well, there's an extra $50,000 to $60,000. I don't know about you, but if you're in position to leave money on the table in today's market, I'm not, and I won't. and I won't let you do it. And that's why we're here today. And let me tell you how I'm connected somehow, some way to the Central Valley. I was talking to my mom. My mom's 80 years old. She's oldest of 7 kids. Sally Garcia is her name. She's reminding me because I knew I was going to be up here. And I'm connected to my grandparents used to take me to Sanger when I was a kid. And they used to take all the grandkids in this old beat up van where they used to shift like this, stage shift. I don't know if you guys remember. And they would tell me, we didn't know better. We come from a very, very poor background. And rice and beans and all that, right? My mom just went to work and she fed. We went to my grandparents' house across the street and just ate. And we didn't know the difference. So let's go on vacation. We didn't know what Sanger was, but Sanger was vacation for us. And we went on rides. We didn't know what rides were, but they were farm equipment rides. Those were rides for us. That was fun. We knew no better. And here we are 45 years later, and it's God that has the purpose that puts you in a community where you're able to give back. And now I'm able to give back to this community in a manner that I didn't know. I never knew it would be back here. And here I am 2 years later, being brought to a community that I was brought to in December 7th of 2023 by Miss Lucy through the NARET community by accident. We say by accident, but it's not, right? She said, Chris, you got to come up here and talk about this. You got to come up here and talk to our community and show them, educate them. And we talk about this from generational wealth all day long. Buy a home. Go and buy a home to create generational wealth. But do we talk to our business owners about how to buy a building to create generational wealth? No. And why? Because we don't know how. My mom didn't own a business. My mom was working 40 to 60 hours a week. My grandfather worked in a concrete factory. And they weren't entrepreneurs. They didn't know this. But as I say, I went to Humboldt State University in Northern California, got a finance degree from there in 1998. I'm educated. I'm an entrepreneur. I now have the skill set to show you in the masses to now take that skill set so that now you create generational wealth for your offspring. And that's why I'm here. That's why I truly believe I've been put in your life for that purpose. And my whole team is here today. Honestly, from your leadership's perspective, to get us out here to just start having the conversation. Ms. Leon, we were talking earlier. It's like, we don't know if you're gonna close a deal today. And we talked to Lucy, you may not ever close a commercial deal. It may be 5 years from now. But if I can sprinkle you with just this much today so that you remember, and if I'm able to add any type of money in your pocket, whether it's now or 5 years from now, I want to be able to put a smile on my face, on my team's face, to know that we gave you some type of skill set to go change people's lives. I'm here to change people's lives. I realize that. My team is here to change people's lives. We're all here. And that's important for these. My optics that I see everything at is from an athletic background. In order to keep us off the streets from when we were young, I was raised in South San Gabriel, born and raised in East Los Angeles, in White Memorial Hospital. And I'm the youngest of 4 children. In order to keep us off the streets, they put us in sports. And I was blessed enough to excel in sports. And I was talking to my daughter recently, and she told me, Papa, she's 23 years old. She just graduated from Gonzaga University with a finance degree. And she said, Papa, you always took risks. And you took risks to go back and give to your people. We come from the commercial space, and we piss a lot of commercial people off because we're bringing so many residential people into the commercial space. And the commercial world has been so tight-knit throughout the United States, they don't like residential people in their world. But guess what? That is changing because the residential realtor's gonna answer their phone after 5. But gets back to, we didn't have much when growing up, and that's kind of where the legacy starts. And pressure came from every direction growing up when we were young. Parents, when my mom wasn't around, my dad left when I was 7 years old, and we were just left to the streets. And know this, as a residential realtor, you are in position to change people's lives beyond the commission that you make on a daily basis. And I need you to understand that. You are in place to change people's lives. And it's about expanding your skill set and putting tools in your tool belt to put more money and more food on the table for your families. And how do you do that? You go out there and have other conversations. The way I put it like this is, if you can show somebody to go out there and buy commercial real estate and then they can go out and change other people's lives. And that's huge. We went out to go see a client that owns a pallet yard. We took them to go see another family on Friday or Saturday, I forget. And they own a fencing company, I believe. I have no idea why. It's a $1.5 million deal here. And we go meet the family. It's been doing fencing for 40 years. 40 years. They tell me I don't speak any English. I speak a little bit of Spanish, but my whole team speaks Spanish. And we go out there and speak to them. And it's been referred by a residential realtor and a residential loan officer. Again, we go out there and meet with them. The lady comes out, she's 87 years old. She comes out, she's walking with a cane. After we're done talking with them, we put the deal together. We tell the realtor we're gonna help you structure it. We'll take care of it. She says, Chris, we've been trying to figure this deal out for 5 years. She says, nobody's been trying to help us, and we feel like God has put an angel in front of us because now we're able to put this deal together and move to Texas and be with our other family. Why hasn't anybody been there to help this family out? It's you, the realtor, who are gonna be out there helping families like this out. I don't know if the commercial real estate people are out there visiting families like this. I have no idea. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if they don't speak the language. I have no idea. But it's you here in this room right now that are going to be changing people's lives. It's not going to be for everybody. I'll stand up here and tell you that it's very easy to do. It's not. You got to go out there and work. It's like anything else. You got to go out there and work. If you're not going to put in the work like residential, you're not going to close deals. What I can tell you is that in 2024, we closed $93 million worth of SBA loans as a company. We were asked to go to Orlando, Florida. We didn't know why. We were awarded the #1 SBA finance broker, and when they called us on stage, they said it. We've been trying to figure out a way to get to the residential realtor for 15 years. How are you doing it? And this year, we got a call 2 weeks ago, and we were in the top 4. They're going to make the announcement again. And hopefully we do. We don't do it for the awards, but let me tell you, if we do get the #1 brokerage this year, it's going to be because of you guys. It's going to be because of you, the residential realtor. It's going to be because you understand that the end user, your homeowner now, is turning to you. Their parents are dying and the kids don't want the commercial real estate, and they're looking to sell the real estate. And guess who they're turning to? They're turning to the residential realtors. Because why? They know you, they love you, and they trust you, okay? And most of them do not know commercial real estate people. They don't. They're gonna turn to you. You need to learn how to start having those conversations. It's very important. Stop overthinking it. Stop overcomplicating it, and go out there and make a difference. You can literally pick up the phone and call them today and be a difference in someone's life. I'm only talking about it from the commercial real estate perspective, but I guarantee you, if you start having these conversations, your residential life will start changing. You're gonna start doing more deals in the residential space. Connect the dots. We refer to it as the full service agent movement. And we never thought of it as a movement. Never did we think of this as a movement, and it's a movement beyond movements right now, and it's taking over communities. Like I told you earlier, we bleed the same blood as you. We don't live in a glass house. We fall down. We're not going to return calls. We're going to miss calls to people that are very important to you. We're going to be able to call you and tell you that we messed up when we mess up. But what we have to do is get better and serve and make it as easy as we can for you, the residential loan officer, and you, the residential realtor, to go out there and be a resource at another level. That's all I want you to think about this as we're here today, is how do I be a resource at another level to your community? How? Do you want to? #1, change your mindset. Do you want to? Stop making excuses. What did you say the other day when we met? We sat down, where somebody told you, said, there's a gentleman that told you about the noise. Tell me what he said.
Turn off the noise and go to work.
That's it. And that's my message to my team every day. And she said that to me, turn off the noise and go to work. Let me tell you, these just aren't deals. These are people's lives that you're affecting. And I ask you, how many of you believe you can rewrite more lives? I'm just impacted daily. We put $14 million worth of deals into escrow in 4 days here and 5 days here in this community. $14 million worth of deals from the residential realtor. 14 million times 0.03 for the residential realtor. What does that come out for a commission? A lot. It's a lot of money to be made, right, sir? I don't know what that is. 14, 10, 28, 42, right? How much? $440,000 worth of commission that will hit this Central Valley from the residential realtor. And each one of those deals is tied to a residential loan officer. I need you to just really do some self-reflection. This is not for everybody, as we say. I think the overall message is, yes, we're here to talk to you about commercial real estate. Yes, we're here to tell you that the full service agent model, as we tell you today, is here for you. We are here for you from a company standpoint. We have a full team out of Los Angeles, but we are seeing this whole model go through the whole United States. We lend in all 50 states, and we just cannot believe the amount of traction that this is having throughout all the different markets. And they're obviously real. They represent a large community. They're one of the largest throughout the United States. And now we're here, and this is full circle moment. So I'm leaving you with this. And as we say, as people continue to doubt us, as the commercial guys continue to get pissed off at us because we're bringing residential people, as you say, 14 years, even
12, and now 12 residential.
yeah. What do you tell the residential realtors out here?
It's not that hard.
It's not that hard, right?
Yeah.
That's it.
You just change your mindset.
That's it. And so the ones that are afraid to do it, what do you tell them?
Go to work.
That's it.
Yeah, I'm lazy.
You're lazy.
So
He's lazy, and I guarantee you, sitting in the front row, he's obviously making money. I would say Oliver Baines is here today, or no? No? He showed up at my house yesterday. I've never met him. He just said, hey, can I come see you? I don't know what I can offer you. I have heard of you're here in town. Can I come see you? He says, I know I hear you talk about generational wealth, Chris. I hear you. I keep seeing you all over. But we got to stop the poverty first. Starts there. And he's absolutely right. But once you go out there and talk about stopping that, it now starts with generational wealth. How do we pass it on to our children? How do we show our children the next step? Go out there and show business owners right away. Purchase commercial real estate, 0 to 15% down. I guarantee you right now, how many people do we have in this room? Do we know 250? I guarantee you we said $420,000 worth of commission. There's $1 million sitting in this room right here of commission. I guarantee you there's $1 million sitting in this room. If I did it in 5 days, if I connected $420,000 of commission in a matter of 4 days, I guarantee you there's $1 million of commission sitting in this room. How many want it? How many want it? Let's go. Like I told you, I come from the sports background, played free safety at Humboldt State University, College of the Redwoods first. I live through the sports lens. I'm able to dust off. We fall down, we make mistakes. And just let me tell you, I'm going to leave you with this. Every morning I wake up, I think of my grandparents who worked very hard, raised 7 kids. And, my grandmother was 83 years old, and she got a bachelor's degree at the age of 83 from Cal State LA. Yeah, Josefina Garcia. She was 15 years old when she married my grandfather, Felix Garcia. My grandfather went off to World War II. He was in the Valley of Abon, and he died at 100 years old. But let me tell you, my grandfather was my mentor. Every decision that I make right now, I think of that. And let me tell you, my grandmother, because of her, I went to college. I seen her fight through being a mom. I seen her go to East LA Junior College. She would drag us along to go with her. And because of her, I was one of 35 grandkids to go off. And, at the time, you only get a college education but it was because of her. So every decision that you make, know that there was someone before you that worked very hard to put you in the position that you're here sitting in this front row right now. Because I know that every step that I take, I do think of those people that came before me. And I wasn't thinking that before, but I make sure I remind my 22-year-old daughter, and I remind my 18-year-old daughter, and I remind my stepchildren of that all the time. So I'm telling you right now, Central Valley people that I've met here, you guys have something very special happening before you. There's something very special happening before you, and I need you to understand that. There's something huge happening in this valley, and I don't know what's going on, but from a resource perspective, real estate in general is on a huge move. Whether it's real, I don't know what's happening here in the Central Valley. I just know that the conversations that are happening here are beyond. I mean, I'm in Southern California. I know what happens there on a monstrosity level. You and I both know. You're in San Diego, you know. But it's something special, Jason, that's happening here in the Central Valley, man. And when you're boots on the ground and you're talking to these business owners and these people, it's happening. Whatever we can do to give back to these communities, let's give back to them. Central Valley, go out there, and as we say at the Foster Company, what do we say at the Foster Company? Go out there and go get it. And as we say, let's go. Here we go.